absolutely not like that. So you want to familiarize yourself with the rules to a swingers club and good swingers, and see if it will be something that benefits your relationship or your marriage.
The greatest source of entertainment is coming straight out of your own neighborhoods. This is Residential Raw Talent. This show reflects the works and attitudes of local artists. I'm your host, Otto Edwards Jr. Enjoy the show.
As well. And when we want to explore this side of us, because just like Natasha said, many of us are told, you don't do this, don't do that. If you do that, you're nasty. If you like that, you're a hoe. And it just goes on and on and on, when none of that is true. Our society was built on, people that built our society did not have a good relationship with sex. Our Western society was built upon Christianity, which we know good and darn well does not have a relationship with sex to really understand what sex is. Not many understand what sex is, because if they did, they would understand how much of a gift it is. It is a gift from God, and it's something that we should be exploring and having and enjoying and embracing. So if there is a sexual side of you that is liking a particular fetish, I don't want you to feel weird about it. That is a huge reason of why I do what I do, because of the shame and confusion that people will feel when it comes to their own sexual desires and sexual wants, when that is the absolute opposite, of what you should be feeling. If there is a fetish that you have, I don't care what it is. If it is a tentacle, if it is feces, if it is, even in this economy, getting aroused by being robbed. I don't know who can get aroused from that just now, but I don't want you to feel bad about it, or feel that something is wrong with you, or that you are not normal. You are absolutely normal. That is just your particular sexual fetish, and everyone has their own. I happen to love, spanking. I love, watching porn. I have some other fetishes. If you want to know, come up and ask me. We can have a conversation.
Very good. What happens, when a woman does not reach her orgasm? When a man falls short and she just doesn't get there, what happens to a woman then?
Well, a woman, if she doesn't reach orgasm, her body, isn't going to get to that refractory phase as fast as she would, as though if she would have had that orgasm. When we become aroused, our uterus, even swells, and if we don't have an orgasm, it will stay swollen much longer. There is an equivalent to, a woman, having blue balls as well if she doesn't have that orgasm, and then she's going to be sexually unfulfilled. And that woman, she may wonder what is wrong with her, why she can't orgasm, but having an orgasm, is important, for men and women, and it's important release. There is something called carezza sex, where people, they will have sex, but that's without an orgasm, and having an orgasm isn't the goal, but just to enjoy each other and the sensual pleasures. But 9 times out of 10, people, men and women, are wanting to end the sex session with an orgasm, and not giving that woman an orgasm, will lead to sexual frustration, can lead to, anxiety, can lead to depression. Like, not having that great sex life really spreads into the rest of, into different aspects of our lives that we really don't understand. So an orgasm is very important.
And when you want to explore the threesomes and the swinging, if you are in the Columbus, Ohio area, I suggest that you go to Princeton. It is a really great way for you to step your toes into that world and to not be intimidated. People will hear Club Princeton, it's a swingers club, and feel, like I said, you're going to walk in and be attacked, people are going to want to grab you and, ooh, have sex with me. But again, there are rules, and when you go in there, you can get familiar with this sexual world and feed off of that sexual energy. Being in a room with that much sexual energy there's just really no words for it. It's exhilarating. And we know that sexual energy, if anyone has read, oh gosh, you guys know what book I'm talking about by Napoleon Hill. Somebody help me. Think and Grow Rich. And he talks about the transformation of sexual energy and how that energy can be used, to create fantastic things in your career, in your life. And we know after we've had amazing sex, we feel like $1,000,000, right? Don't you feel like really, really great after you've had amazing sex? And just being in that kind of space at Princeton, where you have all of this sexual energy, and you're feeding off of it and absorbing into your energy, you're going to feel fantastic. Like every time I visit there, I feel absolutely fantastic. And it's not from having sex. My husband and myself, we are not swingers, but love going to a swingers club because just it's fun. People are sexually free there, and you can't explore that different side of yourself and see if you are an exhibitionist. Might find out that you're not like Latasha. Might find out that, oh, people looking at you really, really, gives you a fantastic orgasm. And who doesn't want to have a heightened orgasm? You can find out that you like to see other people. Find out if you do like that threesome. That is a fantastic place, to find out. So you have beautiful, men and women that are going to be in there, and you can see how you're going to feel, with someone being attracted to your partner, and then being in front of you, and you knowing that they're attracted to your partner and what's on their mind. You can actually gauge and test yourself. Like, okay, how am I going to respond knowing that another woman wants to have sex with, my partner, or another man wants to have sex with my partner? So it's a really great way to step your toe into it, and well, it's probably not the right word. Step your toe into that sexual world. But without going all the way, you don't have to, just so you can become comfortable with it and familiarize yourself with it so that it can be a really enjoyable and non-intimidating experience for you. Does anyone have any questions at all for me? I don't want you to be scared. Anything at all? Questions, comments?
Does it make a difference? Can you accomplish the same goal in less time, in half an hour? Can you get the same pleasures out of half an hour that you can do an hour?
Oh yes. With a skilled lover, you might need 5 minutes. You can need 2 minutes. To 15 to an hour. It's really all about what you and your partner want. Like the proper term isn't premature ejaculation, it's involuntary ejaculation, because a man should be able to control, when he ejaculates, and control, if he wants to have a quickie and an orgasm in 5 minutes, or if he wants to really please his woman for a while and give her 2 hours of lovemaking.
Nikki, thank you very much. You make me feel boring, but thank you so much for talking with us on Hot Topics with Ada B.
Now for the grand prize is the 3-piece open bust fishnet body suit. I love this. And one of my darling Dr. Nikki hookah sticks. It's a jasmine mint flavor. Says it's only kinky the first time. And then, of course, one of my uber soft towels.
Okay, thank you for sharing your wife with us today, like that. And it must be nice to have a sex expert as a wife. Thank you, Adam. I appreciate it.
147. All right, everyone, that concludes this evening's Naughty Nights. Thank you for coming out. Feel free, if you have a question, you can come up afterwards and ask me. And be sure to follow me on Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, Facebook, all of that, all at Darling Dr. Nikki, Darling, DRNIKKI. You can visit me at NikkiRansom.com. And of course, I love you guys. I'll see you next time.
Thank you. Before you became a sex therapist, what did you do, and who was Nikki then?
Well, before I started this, I was, a life coach and a relationship coach, and I'm also an author. I have a book out called Hidden Butterflies from On the Road to the Stripper Pole, where I was helping women, coming out of domestic violence relationships and just having low self-esteem. So I was actually, speaking and teaching and helping women before I became a sex expert. But, this is my love right here.
Okay, and then do you think that some people will go a lifetime without fulfilling their sexual needs by just not opening up?
RRT is meant to be adored.
Yeah.
You're not coming town.
people do
and
not
vehicle
for
for
this
existing
need
talent.
and get their sexual
Subscribe
needs
to
met.
us on YouTube
They
for
will
information
because of be
and replies to
ashamed by it,
comments.
and then it's not being
This is
open.
Galen
We
Thomas.
are really taught
Thank
here
you for
in
watching.
the United States to be
We hope
very
that you've enjoyed this edition.
sex. It's like we're either
And as always,
homosexualized or
looking forward to seeing you next time
we're not just really
in
embracing
Residential
our sexuality
Raw
and
Talent.
understanding it.